This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Alex Krassyuk over Zoom. Alex, I imagine the next time I was going to see you would have been in Saudi Arabia ahead of one of the biggest fights in however many years people would like to have seen. But unfortunately, we're doing this interview on the back of a cut sustained to Tyson Fury, meaning that he had to pull out of the fight with your man, Oleksandr Usyk. Just getting straight into it, Alex, what was your immediate reaction to finding out the news?
Not the most pleasant news to hear, especially just 2 weeks away from the fight. Disappointing, upset, but it's more. You can't feel much positive about it, but it's not. It's more about irritation. I've just spoken to Sergey Lapin, who is the head of Usyk's camp, and we tried to remember the last year, what happened last year. So other partners in Saudi Arabia tried to organize the fight with Tyson Fury, also in Saudi Arabia, but for some reason they could not reach the agreement with Tyson. So they were willing, happy to stage it, but they couldn't find Tyson. They couldn't grab him. So then we had to reschedule the fight for London. Suddenly some negotiations, some conditions became the obstacle, the conditions that never looked as the question mark suddenly became one, and and we couldn't reach the split. Then Tyson Fury went out live on Instagram, browsing some stuff in a shopping mall, saying, Usyk, you and your team worth 30%. What happens next? Usyk accepts the challenge. He accepts 30%. Oops. Oops. Bad news coming for Tyson. Usyk accepted, which he never expected him to accept. So we need to find the way out. What should we do? Well, let's put the contract as long as it is possible. I will ask my promoters to pay me some extraordinary, crazy amount for the fight. Then, as a guaranteed amount, no matter what happens. Then I will try to push as much as possible for Usyk's side not to get satisfied. He pulls out of the rematch clause himself, going out on Instagram. What happens next? So we are very flexible, trying to reach the agreement. Nothing happens. The rematch was out. Then at some point it came back, but the split in the rematch was the case. Okay, 70-30, it was clear for everyone that should be 70-30 in case Usyk wins. No, it can't be 70-30, it should be 60-40 to Tyson's favor, or at least 50-50. No way. No way. We can be flexible only for one day, for April 29th. Then we go in smaller details, and we are less than 4 weeks away from the fight. We see that everyone is in stress, except Tyson, because Tyson just started to perform some exercises on media, and his trainer, luckily, was training, I think, Okole. He was training Okole, and occasionally he was in the UK. It was a good chance to show that they are kind of together working hard, but then Sugar Hill himself confirmed that he never worked with Tyson for this fight. It means that he was out, he was bluffing. At some point we realized that if the guy is bluffing, he will find the excuse for himself to pull out of the fight even 1 day before the fight. He doesn't care about someone else's money, about someone else's job. He will not fight. Why should we spend this time talking? No, we leave the negotiations. This is useless to spend time and energy for these negotiations. So the fight is off. The next date, so we have to fight them WBA mandatory, making a huge event on a stadium in Wroclaw. Usyk wins inside the distance. And we go next to Saudi Arabia with the new partners to join the new entity, and who are already having Tyson Fury under contract and can guarantee the fight, the undisputed fight. What can be better? Absolutely devastating news. So we go there, we travel to London, we sign the agreement. We make pretty good relationships with Tyson's manager, Spencer Brown, who is a nice man. So we agree on everything. And we are supposed to come to Riyadh for the fight where Tyson Fury is defending his WBC belt with the MMA fighter. So we go there, and Usyk is ready. He comes there to announce the fight, which has to happen in December. We come there, we watch the fight. We are sweating because Tyson Fury is about to lose the fight by KO. But okay, he won it on points. He is declared the winner. We step in the ring because we are just 2 months left to the fight with Tyson for the undisputed. And we hear the news that it was a bad fight. Tyson got injured a little bit. He got beaten a little bit. So, guys, you'd have to wait till February. Usyk is already in a training camp. So he came to Saudi from his training camp. Okay, we are flexible. Okay, we accept this as it is. But the new date was established next day. So we came to His Excellency, and with Dr. Akan, we spent some time there with Spencer, with Frank Warren, with George Warren, and we agreed that February 17th is the appropriate day to go. The fight is announced, the contracts are signed. Usyk just extends his camp for a couple more months. And suddenly, 2 weeks before the fight, we receive a message that such a coincidence that Tyson Fury got cut, and it's unlikely that he will be able to fight on the 17th. What an unexpected news. Will he ever fight Oleksandr Usyk? I have no idea. I can't blame him that he made it on purpose. Not at all. Anything may happen in boxing. But if it was the first time, absolutely no problem. If it was the second time, it might be a coincidence. But if it happens systematically, it's already called a different word. And this word is a pattern already. It's a pattern. When a man behaves the same way throughout the passage of time.
Alex, obviously we had the news all break yesterday. When did you guys find out about Tyson being unable to fight Alexander on the 17th?
60 minutes before you found out.
So obviously since then there's been a video which has surfaced, which people are suggesting has been a leak, which might be from the camp. I don't know if it is or if it's an old one. I can't comment on that. But have you seen that video which I'm referring to of him sparring, where people are suggesting an elbow caused the cut?
I did see this video. It's not a convincing video. Together with the picture that was posted by Tyson that he is in good shape, very slim. People find this picture to be made 3 years ago. I did not explore it myself, but that's what people send me on Instagram. There is another picture with him and Dmitry Salita on the ring, wearing gloves, same underwear. But who knows? Maybe Tyson has been wearing his underwear for 3 or 4 years. You never know. But the fact is that you cannot trust these videos, and the video itself does not prove anything. The picture of the cut, yeah, it shows us the fact, yeah, the cut is severe, but getting punched in a gear by an uppercut and get cut, no way. But there is an elbow. But how the hell an elbow can get inside after an uppercut? Like what should be done? And then when he comes, someone is screaming, "Oh no! Whoa, what? Oh!" Why would they scream? Did they see blood? Okay, if they saw the blood, why wouldn't the blood appear on his gloves when he was like wiping his eye? Too many questions. So this video is not convincing. The convincing thing is the medical report and the statement that he got cut. And if he got cut,
Alex, I was going to ask, have you had a medical report come through?
No, not yet. But this was confirmed by Saudi, by our Saudi partners. They got the medical report, and the medical report claims that he would need 2-3 months to recover.
That leads into my next question. So you mentioned 2-3 months fair again. What do you do now? There's obviously been the reports of the Hrgovic fight. We know that IBF are very strict when it comes to enforcing mandatories. Is that going to be maybe the likely route if you want to keep hold of all of your belts, or what are the governing bodies saying? What have the IBF said?
This is the only smart decision that saves everyone and cuts the damage of all the parties. So Usyk has to fight on February 17th with Filip Hrgovic. So the IBF gets his mandatory. If Usyk is lucky to win, he removes the IBF obstacle from his way to the undisputed. People purchased tickets for the event. They booked hotels. They booked flights, which normally cannot be refunded. Okay, number 3, the broadcasters are ready to produce the event. The undercard fighters, I don't know, seven fights means 14 people have been training throughout this period to get their shot in the undercard of the fight. They are not injured. They are ready to go. And some of them were relying on the income from this fight. Some of them postponed their own fights. So one more thing is getting. Then we have the marketing that was the build-up. It will be a part of the build-up for the undisputed again. So it's only win-win for everyone. And the most important thing for us, that Usyk will not lose his efforts in the training camp, which lasted for more than 4 months. This is very important. So everyone is happy. Tyson takes his time, I don't know, drinks beer, watches TV, goes to sauna, whatever. And he's still the champion. He will not be stripped. He will not be punished anyhow. So he keeps another opportunity to pull out of the fight.
I have to ask then, Alex, and to follow up on the Filip Hrgovic fight. So is that deal done now? Is that all agreed for February 17th?
No. We are just talking. His people reached out saying that Filip Hrgovic is in camp. He was getting prepared himself for March the 8th. He's under contract with the same people, with Saudi people. And he officially he gave an interview, I think, to ESPN, where he said that he's ready to take the challenge. He's ready to take Usyk to fight Usyk on February 17th, which is good. So the only thing is to find the proper option to satisfy Hrgovic with his financial demands, and the fight is on. Done like this.
So is February 17th still the target date? Is it still the working
For
date?
us, for us, yes.
What's your cutoff point?
We are not the main promoter of the event. That's why we will do our best to push this idea, to push the not the narrative, because it's not the it's a real action. We need to push this decision and to make it happen.
From how talks have begun, then, Alex, I'm wary of taking too much of your time because I know you're busy trying to get something sorted for Oleksandr and obviously speaking with the team. But are you confident that Oleksandr will still be in the ring come February 17th with Hrgovic?
It's up to God, inshallah. I wish he fights. This is gonna be, it's very important for him and for the boxing world.
And just my final question, Alex, beyond any fight with Hrgovic, revisiting the undisputed bout with Tyson Fury, do you have even more concerns, any more reservations? Is there a part of you, a part of the team, a part of Oleksandr, which is there thinking, I do not want to have to enter negotiations again?
We have already signed the contract for the undisputed. And listen, the Tyson Fury did not withdraw for no reason. He has a justified reason. He got injured. He's not able to take part, to participate. This is normal for boxing. It happens sometimes. We imagine, thanks God it did not happen, but it could have happened to Oleksandr as well. What would happen next? Would Tyson Fury get the fight on February 17th? What do you think? I think he would try hard to have it with a replaced opponent. So will do we. We will try hard to reach the agreement and make a fight for Oleksandr on February 17th. And not just for Oleksandr, for tens of thousands of fans throughout the world who have booked their trips, who have purchased the tickets, and are willing to go to Saudi for this event.
Alex, I appreciate you're a busy man. I appreciate you're going to be running through contracts. You're going to be with Oleksandr. Just how is Oleksandr? Just before I end, how is he? How is he dealt with all of this?
His mentality is stronger than concrete, stronger than iron, stronger than a stone. He knows what he's doing. He's been in boxing for many years. He knows shit happens. If such small things like this can break him, then you can't call him the undisputed. He's not like that. He said it was expected. That's what he said. Now he relies on his team to work on his behalf and to work out the good solution, which we are now in progress in.
Alex, I appreciate you jumping on doing this call. I'm going to leave you now to obviously crack on and trying to find that solution. Good luck with everything, and I'll hopefully still see you in Saudi come Feb 17th.
Thank you, Andy. Take care.